Hello, and welcome to Kinlaig. Today, we are going to be harvesting our sorghum and doing our first grass harvest. I am blocking this bus. Let's get over here, get a little bit closer. Please get off the header trailer. I have people waiting on me. Yes, no, we are going to be harvesting our sorghum and then going and doing some grass work. I need to make a couple hay bales, and I think we're going to try and silage out the rest of it. I don't know yet. That's a problem for future 4B. Right now, we need to harvest. So, without further ado, let's jump right on into it. We are done with our first headland, and we are at 69% full. Nice. I forgot to clean out last night, and or last time we harvested, and well, we kicked out a little bit of straw there at the beginning, but now we're not kicking out any. I don't get it. But regardless, though, we are filling up pretty quick. We're getting a decent yield. What is the yield right now? We're running around 96%, but we are filling up a lot quicker, which is kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about it, but regardless, though, if we're filling up quick, that means we're going to get a pretty decent harvest, which means good money in the long run. Also, guys, happy anniversary. We have survived a year in Scotland. I wanted to give up like 6 months ago. Thank the good Lord I didn't. Oh, but no, it is a very good day. We're gonna have to actually run over there and grab the New Holland because I forgot to bring it over. Oops. That's my bad. Oh well, at least we can cut through the hedges to get over here because, well, I'm just gonna kick out the pipe right here. Turn the header off. There we go. All right. Let's go get the New Holland. Well, I am glad that I was paying attention because we just had to spend $2 grand getting fuel. And, well, I just got fuel, but let's get another 200 liters in there. Goodness gracious. The one downside of having older equipment is that it definitely likes its diesel. It likes it a lot. Oh my goodness, it is so fuel efficient. Or inefficient with fuel. There we go. That sounds better to say. The way I said it sounded weird and felt weird in my mouth. But regardless, you guys know what I'm saying. Anybody coming? Nobody's coming. All right. Let's cut through these hedges and get filling up. I'm not a fan of these fields having the tram lines and everything in them. I really wish all of the local farmers would quit having tram lines in all of their fields. But luckily, once we're done with them, we won't have to worry about any tram lines at all. We'll be just fine. But this really does suck because it does mess with the first harvest quite a bit. It is really dropping that yield down. Like, we're hitting like 85. Like, whenever we'll get a full header, we'll get like 98. So I don't know. I am just not a fan of tram lines. I know they have their place, but I am not a fan of it. Looks about right. Yeah, that looks about a header width. All right. Let's keep harvesting. We have already filled up our trailer, but I'm going to go fill up the combine real quick just to, I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm saving a little bit of time. But yeah, no, I don't remember sorghum yielding this high. Maybe I just don't do sorghum enough. I think that's probably the issue. But regardless, though, we are getting through this pretty darn quickly. Yeah, right there. Get that drop down so that we don't run over most of our sorghum. There we go. All right. Yeah, no, we're making about halfway through this field, I guess you could say. Little over half counting the headlands. And we already have a full trailer. That is perfect. I'm kind of happy about that. But now we got to go up and down the hill, and, well, that's going to make this take just a touch longer. It may have taken us all morning and a little bit into the afternoon, but we got this field done. Well, almost done. All right, now we have the field done. And can you guys hear me now? All right, good. I'm glad that you can finally hear me. Yeah, no, we are done with this field. I don't really know what all we're going to do with this one. I do need to find a planter. I think I'm going to try and find a direct drill, because I'll be honest, I don't want to disc all this up. But that's later on down the road. We're not going to plant anything that needs, that can grow over winter or anything else like that. We're just going to kind of take it a little bit slower this go around, and then once we get a bigger game plan set up, then we'll start planting for whatever we need. But as for right now, I am done with these fields, other than liming them, which we can do that right before we plant. So that's good. Really good. I don't know. I might get a wild hair. It is August. We could do some canola. We might. I don't know yet. But regardless of that, we're done over here. Now it is time to go hook up the Deutz and get it ready to go mow our grass field. Sorry, I have to really focus whenever I go through those fences, because we don't have very much room, I guess you could say. Ooh, got that a little bit far back on the trailer. Thank the good Lord above, it auto corrects it. All right, let's go get the mowers hooked up. So we ended with 41,926 liters of sorghum and 31,206 liters of oats. That is awesome. That makes me happy, like really happy. Now we're going to do this a little bit differently. We're going to go do a couple headlands, and then we're going to go grab our tedder. We're going to come in here, ted this all up, make it into some hay. We'll get it baled up, and then we'll come back once everything is taken care of. We'll come back in and mow the rest of the field and turn that into silage bales that we're going to wrap. And yes, I know we don't have a wrapper right now, but I'll go pick one up. We'll get them wrapped. Unfortunately, we're going to have to most likely do a little. There is one wrapper that might be able to do 180s, but I'm not exactly sure. So we're going to probably have to kick down to 150s, which I'm not very excited about. I don't like doing 150s at all. You have to do so much more of them, and whenever it comes to wrapping bales and all that, it's almost not worth the work. But regardless of what it is, we're gonna do it. If we gotta kick them down to 150s, we'll kick them down to 150s. We'll make it work. Okay, now that we are getting this into windrows, I'm pretty sure with the amount of hay that my sheep are eating, I could have just done one pass and been just fine. Yeah. That's my bad. That is definitely my bad. But you know what? We'll have some extra, and you know what? We'll probably have some laying around for whenever we buy the Highlands. Whenever we buy that pen of Highlands right down the road. So, I mean, it'll work out, but yeah, we're definitely going to have a few more hay bales than what I was expecting. I'm going to need to come back and fix that. Oh well, who cares? Well, in those two passes, we made 8 hay bales at 9,000 liters a bale, which, if you ask me, is kind of crazy. But I am not going to complain about that whatsoever. That is definitely going to be some hay that we're going to be having around for quite... Oh. I gotta... Over here. There we go. Now we're getting everything turned on. I was hitting the wrong button. All right. Now let's get the rest of this field mowed up. And we'll go get it mowed, windrowed, baled, and we'll go get a wrapper. We seem to have everything windrowed up. I am going to take the JCB and this windrower back to the house. Then we're going to run down to the shop, get a wrapper. Then we'll go and get, actually before we go down to the shop, we'll put the front loader on, and we're going to have to get a bale grabber for these wrapped bales, because you really don't want to, you know, just hit them with a bale spear, because, you know, the point of wrapping them is to remove all the oxygen so that way they don't go bad. And well, if you pick them up with a bale spear, that kind of defeats the purpose. Well, we had to kick out half a bale there at the end, but you know what? It's still silage. It'll still wrap. I'm not too worried about it. You know, it's not like we're going to be using it to make TMR or anything else like that. That's whenever I get a little bit more picky on my bales and making sure that they're not, you know, half bales or anything else like that. So we're not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to bring this over here, get this baler put away, get the New Holland put away. We are probably going to be wrapping into the night. And well, I'll be honest, I don't know how well the lights are, like how good the lights are on the JCB. So I will see you guys in the morning when we have all the bales wrapped, and then we will get them picked up and put away. Yeah. So see you in the morning. Good morning. We're over here stacking up our bales, having a grand old time. Got them all wrapped last night. It actually didn't take as long as I thought it would, which is kind of surprising. Usually it takes longer than I think it'll take, but it actually didn't today. Or not today, last night. So that was quite nice. I was going the wrong way. There we go. Now this is definitely going to be the worst part about doing these bales. Only doing one at a time is going to be quite tedious, and we got to make sure that we leave just enough space so that way we can open this up and not knock off the other bale. Haha, it's like that. See, I'm an expert. I know what I'm doing, kind of, sort of. But regardless of all of this shenanigans, I was looking in the used vehicle market this morning, and wouldn't you know, there's a seeder for sale that is direct drill, 9 meters, little Vaderstat. I think we might actually consider picking that up, and maybe we'll actually do some canola. I don't know. What do you guys think? The members are telling me to do it, so we'll probably end up doing it. Also, if you guys want to have a first-hand look at the recording sessions and also have a say in what we do for every video, consider becoming a member. Yeah, no, you can make it as easy on me or as hard on me as you want, especially whenever you're a member. So consider it. Regardless, though, we're gonna get these bales picked up, and I guess we're gonna go pick up a seeder and do some canola. Okay, maybe I can grab 2. There's no maybe to it. I can grab 2, but I need to have a rear weight. This is a little heavy, I'm not gonna lie, but it is definitely saving us a lot of time. Ooh, I got too close. Don't. There we go. Okay. Now we just have one more to grab, and we should have all of them done. Yeah, I definitely should have been grabbing 2 bales at once from the start, but I didn't think of it, in all honesty. Yeah, grabbing one just seems like a waste now. I should have known better. You know, I never actually got a count on these bales as I was picking them up. How many did we make? 4, 8, 12, 16. All right, cool. We made 16 silage bales. I will happily take that. And think we had like, what, 9 normal bales? Wait, where's my spikes? There they are. All right, cool. So I'm not going to use this flatbed for the normal bales. I'm just going to grab them, run them over to where we have the other bales at, and then get them put away that way. Oh, I dropped the rear weight. I needed to drop that. There we go. I was wondering why we were having such issues backing up. All right, time to go grab the hay bales, and then we'll go get that new seeder. So I was wrong in the number of bales that we made. It was not 9. We made 7 hay bales, which, you know what, at the end of the day, is not bad for just 2 headlands. It is not bad at all. I am actually kind of tickled pink about that. You little booger. Why'd you have to do that? Push you all forward, get you all leveled out. There we go. Okay. And yes, I've been stacking all of these bales by hand. You can ask all the members. But yeah, no, this is going by pretty well. I am absolutely falling in love with this JCB. This 4-wheel steer. Perfect for the kind of things that we're doing, like stacking bales, unloading trailers. It is by far, this is quickly climbing the ladder and actually may be the very tip top of the front loader tractors like for options that we have. Like, I am absolutely in love with it. I'm blind. I am blind. We made 8. We made 8. I am so glad that I looked over here and I didn't have to make an extra trip. Oh, that is a little embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Well, let's get this bale off of here. Let's go get this set up right. If you guys are wondering how I'm doing this, I just got the manure fork on. Pretty much keep it, keep the bales to either side of that center sticker, and you're golden. No matter what bale size, you can pick up 2. And if you get them too close, though, one may try and creep off the front. It's the only thing you got to worry about. You know what? I think that's enough for one video. If you guys want to see what seeder we're buying and everything else, you guys have to stay tuned for the next one. All right? So, if you guys enjoyed today's video, you guys enjoyed all the bale stacking that was done by hand, yeah, make sure you hit that thumbs up, consider subscribing, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.